to see you again, like twice in a week.
No, we have to wait for this noisy bus to leave. But wow, look at that. That's why we're here today, right now, live. All right, so everybody here? So good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Great. So my name is Tim Barrett. I'm chair of the South Burlington City Council, and we're gathered here today for a ribbon cutting on some changes to GMT service. I first of all want to welcome you all, and I also want to welcome especially Thomas Renner, who is representative for Becca Ballant, who can't be here today. Thank you very much for coming. We acknowledge the hard work that Becca's doing in housing and transportation in these very difficult times in Washington, D.C. Thank you. I have a short list of remarks I'd like to make. So before I start, I just want to give a little bit of background about myself and bus service. I moved here 45 years ago, and I lived down off of Pearl Street in Burlington because I started a job at IBM. I moved up here in a 14-foot U-Haul truck with a bed, a bicycle, 2 boxes, and a dresser, and no money after just getting out of school. And so to get to IBM, I had to take the bus. But the first day of work, I said, no, I'm gonna ride my bicycle. So if you've ever ridden a bicycle down Riverside Avenue and then up East Allen Street, Route 7, then out 15, right to West Street, South Street, and then through the IBM entrance, and you're kind of in a 3-piece suit and it's mid-July, you find out 2 things. 1, traffic is not nice to you, and 2, second of all, you're sweating like a hog by the time you get to IBM and it's your first orientation day. Exactly, Raleigh, thank you. So the next day, I took the bus, and I took the bus every day until I was able to afford a car. That's another hour story, but I was really grateful at that time for Chittenden County Transportation, which is now GMT, to provide that service. And literally, I walked a block and a half from Converse Court to Pearl Street and was whisked all the way to IBM within about 45 minutes, right? And so that was really great. So it may seem trivial to gather here and celebrate a small change to 2 routes in GMT's service area. It's only about 1,000 feet or so, but the story behind the change is indicative of the motivation South Burlington has to try to meet its city plan's key points: climate resiliency, inclusiveness, people-oriented, and collaborative engagement. That 1,000 feet of route change here has a purpose because of the collaboration for over a year between GMT and the city staff and reps from the school district. We now have a bus route that moves through the densest housing development in the city. This housing was made possible by our TIF district, the developer Snyder Braverman, and all of their clients. Bringing bus service to Market Street is central to our city being people-oriented. And public transportation is also a key component to try and meet our climate action goals. By bringing the bus near the front doors of all of these homes, we give people the opportunity to leave their cars behind and let someone else do the driving. Public transportation is inclusive because it's affordable and accessible to everyone and reinforces our commitment to help move people from their homes to their jobs and back. Employers keep telling us the housing is key for their businesses to keep growing, and transportation is right behind that. Our goal for this city is a vibrant downtown that is walkable and bikeable with retail and restaurant amenities, and our wonderful South Burlington Library just down there, which is really our cultural anchor for this part of the city. We're building a pedestrian bridge right now from the Goose Pond Park over to the City Center Park for green space for all of the people that live here in this new housing. So I would like to thank GMT and Paul Connor and Alana Blanchard, Tom DePietro, and Erica Quallen that are all from the city, and Jessie Baker, our city manager, for their work to make this happen. City Center with GMT is a good partnership for the future of South Burlington, and we're not done yet. So thank you very much. So at this time, I'd like Clayton to come up and give us a few remarks.
Thank you, Tim. And it's so great to be here at a celebration and to be here talking about improvements to our community when it seems like good news sometimes can be hard to find. One of the things that I love about working in public transit as a lifelong government bureaucrat is that it is one of the true partnerships between the federal government, the state government, and local government all work together to provide this vital service. And what I love seeing here is we have representatives from the federal, from the state with our legislators, and from VTrans with the local municipality, all working together to make this happen from the funding perspective. Then we also have just about everybody here as our collaborators from putting that money to good use. And so thank you all, because the people in front of me are the folks who made this happen. I just happen to be lucky enough to be around when you all were doing that work. And so I really want to echo the forward thinking of the South Burlington city manager, Jessie, and her team, because one of the things that's so critical as we celebrate TDM week is that we were here from the beginning of this street being opened. That means that the people that come here aren't going to have to be like, oh, and someday there will be transit here. Right from the beginning, there's transit here. So people can make their habits, right from the beginning. And I think that that's going to lead to a great success for these routes. I've been really happy as we've been waiting, to watch the buses go by and see that they're filled with lots of people. That's really exciting for us and for our communities. I'm also excited that with some of the changes that have happened on the state level, with the reform to Act 250, that we may be seeing in our area more communities like this, where public transit is really going to be not just an option, but perhaps the first choice for people, so that they'll be able to say, hey, you know what? I can afford a car, but why would I? Or, I have one, but why do I need it? Because then I don't have to worry about parking and I can get to my job quickly, conveniently, and reliably. The thing that I want to do acknowledge is that anytime we change our service, it does impact people. And so one of the things that I'm going to be doing today is that after we have this celebration, I'm going to be going to Burlington and talking to some folks who have found the changes to be not as what they would like to see. And so one of the things I want to make sure everybody knows is that GMT is going to work to be the best partner it can with all of our communities. And we're going to continue to flex and to work to meet the needs of the people who live all throughout our service area. And lastly, I just couldn't be prouder of the Green Mountain Transit team that we have. We have Chris Damiani, our Director of Planning. We have Jamie Smith, our Director of Rider Experience. We have a junior staff member that we're still hazing somewhere here. Will, please go ask him hard questions. And thank you so much for being here, and thanks for letting us celebrate the day.
Thank you very much, Clayton. Next up is Linda Scheidler, is the UVM interim provost for remarks.
It's a pleasure to be here today. Across the country, we know that there's a housing challenge. Maybe I should wait for the bus to go. Here in Vermont and across the country. And so at UVM, we're very proud of the partnership we have with Chris Snyder, president and owner of Snyder Homes, and Ken Braverman, president and owner of the Braverman Company, that resulted in Catamount Run and University Commons. Those two sets of buildings will provide housing for UVM faculty and staff, and for over 600 of our medical, graduate, and upper class students. This in turn should lessen the pressure on housing in the area and increase capacity in other neighborhoods, which is good for all of us. The high quality housing here will help promote the development of our students, both socially and academically, and it will also support the retention of faculty and staff at our high quality faculty and staff at the University of Vermont. But today we're here to celebrate the new Market Street bus stops. And they were absolutely critical, we feel, for us to be able to recruit people to come and live out here. So it's crucial to the success of this project. It's a valuable addition to local public transportation overall, of course, and it aligns with the university's goals around the environment, sustainability, and planetary health. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge GMT and the importance of public transportation, not only for students and employees and the ones who live here, but I guess for all of us. It's maybe something we should all think about a little bit more, because public transportation reduces greenhouse gas emissions and air pollution. It improves air quality, conserves energy, decreases congestion, and really even improves land use because we have fewer parking spaces. It stimulates local economies, provides mobility and equity, and enhances our communities. So no question, it's a good thing. So I challenge each of us, and really me included, to incorporate more public transportation in our lives. Hop on the bus here at Market Street or at the corner in your hometown. So thank you to Green Mountain Transit for their work to secure the necessary approvals to bring buses down Market Street and to increase service frequency and to provide additional bus stops so that the students and faculty and staff who live here can easily get to the university, which is just minutes away. And I would really like to thank the City of South Burlington for its cooperation, and both for Catamount Run, University Commons, and this improved public transportation. It's a great partnership, and we look forward to many years of partnerships, enriching the lives and experiences of all our communities. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Linda. So at this time, we're bringing out the weapon. These are kind of large, so everybody who wants to join me, come over to the ribbon, and if you want to put a hand on the scissors, we're going to do this and cut this ribbon. Come on over. Do you want to be on the other side? Oh, okay. Now you want to help? Well, why don't you put a hand on these scissors too? We'll wait until we get there.
Why don't you represent UVM?
Okay.
All right. Our safety officer would like to know if we've all been trained on these.
Keep your fingers away from the metal part,
Yes.
sir. Okay, are you ready? We'll get one near first. All right, and we're gonna cut. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. All right, so now we're going to get on the bus and we're going where?
Yeah.
Good to see you again. You want to do an interview?
So we're so excited to welcome 15-minute service to Market Street between downtown Burlington and South Burlington. It really will create the vibrant downtown that this community has envisioned for 4 decades. It will help our residents connect to others, it will help bring in employees, and of course it puts a bus right in front of our South Burlington Public Library to ensure access and accessibility to more residents in South Burlington. So really excited to have this bus service to meet not only our housing goals and our vibrancy goals, but also to help meet our climate goals in the city.
So are you going to advertise this to the public so that more people come to your city council meetings or whatever? Are you going to advertise it?
So we, of course, talk about transit a lot in our community communications, in our city communications to the community. Having access to City Hall, to public meetings, and the library is really important. Our hope is that the bus service will help increase those numbers. Our hope is long-term also doing more intercity connectivity, where our Shelburne Road neighbors are more connected to City Center. Our Kennedy Drive neighbors are more connected to City Center. Will also be in the future planning with GMT.